Namaste. We are just living in times of devastating circumstances, and many of us are living in uncertainty and wondering what life is going to bring to us next, and we're afraid of collapsing into this devastation. And I learned something from something that Rumi said when I went through 3 different years where disaster happened to me. In 1992, I was diagnosed with a basketball-sized tumor and thankfully healed from that. And then in 1993, ours was the sole and only little cottage on the beach in Malibu that was burnt to the ground in the mega fires that they had that year. And our cars exploded and we were completely financially wiped out. Then in 1994, my husband of 20 years, who I considered to be the great love of my life, told me that he'd fallen in love with another woman and he'd spoken to her about marriage. And it just felt like one disaster after another was happening. And I can remember walking out into the living room and just feeling like my whole life was falling apart. And something inside of me decided not to fight this crumbling away of what was going on, and a big mountain appeared in front of me. A mountain that seemed so solid, called me and my life. And it felt like as if life itself, the foundation, this thing that had seemed so solid and real, was having an earthquake and shaking the very foundations of me and my life. And I think many of us feel this way right now, where our family's health are at risk, maybe our own health, that our jobs are at risk, that our livelihood, we're not able to reach our friends. And it feels like everything that it seems so normal and solid and certain is being shaken by its very foundation. And I found myself just free falling when this mountain that I called my life started crumbling into gravel and turned into dust. I was free falling into abject terror and into absolute devastation of who and what I thought I am and who and what my life is. And as I just surrendered and let devastation have me, I fell into trust and a huge presence of love was embracing me, holding me, a love that was pervading all of existence. And I was reminded of a quote by Rumi that previously I'd never understood. And Rumi said, the way of love is not a subtle argument. The door there is devastation. Birds make great sky circles of their freedom. How do they do that? They fall. And in falling, they are given wings. And out of this time where I fell into the love that pervades all of existence, my whole life as it is now birthed itself anew. My calling emerged out of that, a whole new way forward. A whole new life emerged out of that. All because I was willing to open into the devastation, surrender to it, and let it have me. And from there, all wordless guidance is available from this love. It's there all the time, and it can guide you perfectly, wordlessly, in your life. So it's time for all of us to surrender and let love have us. Namaste.